pop this shit out. Stop crying.
No, he doesn't allow me to cry.
You're being annoying.
Because I was just being scolded before.
So now we have two concurrent. Okay, can you please stay on frame?
What?
Okay.
I want to be off frame too. Like, I want to be cosplaying as Corey.
I'm serious. I don't want to. I don't want to appear like the main character. Please move up.
I thought you always have main character syndrome. Come on.
No, I said move up towards the thing. Yes. Oh.
That's why
Never mind. You're gonna stay like this or what?
Yeah, like this law.
I think we're just bumping.
Can also can ma.
Yeah.
Cannot man.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Hello to whoever is watching because there's usually nobody watching. Yeah.
Nobody watch law.
I feel like
The show must go on. Yeah.
What's he doing?
No, I'm just
I'm egomaniac.
Okay.
I'm ego.
Okay, at least now we can see the chat if there's anybody on the chat.
Okay.
So there's that. So hello everybody, whoever is watching, whoever's not watching, whoever's watching after. Welcome to
Good
NEVOX
evening.
FM. Good evening.
Yes.
Good morning or whenever you're watching this. Yes. So today's session is called
What?
We Live in a Society ? And today we'll be exploring
What?
society. Today we'll be exploring society and the broad
It's
implications.
the third of the 3-part series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first one is work.
What is work?
Then what is rest? And now is what is society? So I think we can start off with an introduction. So my name is DJ Hangry, and I think I'm actually hangry.
Perpetually
Yeah,
angry.
perpetually hangry. So yes, that seems to be the case today. I am your community curator, and yes.
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 Would you all like to introduce yourselves?
I'll let Miss D do first.
Who?
Miss Who?
Who?
Driver.
Oh. I put the D in driver.
Yeah, she has the D. The decision.
I'm Corey.
That's all. Wow.
Yes. Short and sweet.
I am the perpetually bullied community builder.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
My name is Hengboon Park. Park Hengboon. Yeah.
Could you tilt?
Tilt. I'm tilt. Tilt where? Tilt where? Tilt like
Towards
this?
the camera. Yeah.
Okay.
Your body. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes.
So how was everyone's week?
Yeah. Let me just.
So fast, man. I thought
Yeah.
it's
Pretty
the
much.
mic.
Yeah. So.
The mic, What about the mic?
Yeah. What's your mic?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Would you like to
Okay.
start? What's your mic?
So my mic is this. Oh, can you show it?
Yeah.
It's a postcard of a picture of the streets of Hanoi with some what do you call this, like illustrations of doggies that I got in one of the souvenir stores. Like it was like an artist souvenir store in Hanoi. I don't know where it was specifically, but yeah, it was really cute. They have lots of things there. I just felt like it because I saw it in my room. Yeah.
Meow. So, who's next?
Yep. That you.
Oh, because you never have a mic.
Yeah. I can't take it with the toilet paper anymore.
So this is a new toy that I got this week as a farewell gift.
Are you dying?
Can I have the mic? Your mic.
Please hold.
So, yes, this is a toy from Pop Mart. Oh, okay. So basically, yes, this is a gift from a good friend.
You're not covering your face.
Oh, a gift from a good friend. So this is like a local artist work. So its name is Parky. So yeah, I think because I call myself Park, so yeah, she thought that then it's good, something interesting that she'll give me before I leave the company. Yeah, and yeah, you can hit it and then it will chime. So it's like a fairy. So yes, okay.
Love.
Nice.
I'm going to keep ringing the bell.
I'm gonna eat a cookie.
So, change to how's your week?
Mm.
Reminds me of church for some reason. Or like a doorbell. So how was everyone's week?
Who goes first?
You can go first.
Oh, okay, sure. So from the last week, that everything seemed like so lousy. So things started to look up as the week went ahead. So last Saturday we went for this interesting thing called a somatic summit. Sing song sam. So I tried this thing called serious pillow fighting. It was really fun. So yeah, I actually have one on short snippet in my Instagram account, and yeah, it was a great event. We got to know more people who might join us in our Meaning Practitioner Alliance, and so then Sunday I brought a friend to. Oh, I'm gonna tell one day by a time. You guys can fall asleep. So yeah, so Sunday I took a friend to my favorite community, a Groundnut Initiative. So yeah, I had fun touring him around, and we had a good long chat. And also I was having fun harassing the chickens and the cats. So and then afterwards, the entire week was pretty good. The work days wise, yeah, I think I'm like I have passed. Maybe some planet retrograde has ended, and then now it's on station direct. So I am feeling the flow. Yeah. So yes, I got gifts. So I got one alien keychain. I got this Paki. So yeah, I feel like I'm loved. Thank you.
Wow. Hashtag loved. My week was.
How was your week? Sick?
Yeah.
Was it sickening, honey?
I've been sick. It still hurts. It's like
Oh,
my gums are like.
from
Ouch.
the wisdom tooth thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've just been eating. I've just been sleeping. It hurts,
Okay.
guys. I'm dying.
Do you go to a clinic? Do they help you with stuff?
Last week Monday I had it plucked out, the two of them, and then they stitched it up, and then I had to take out the stitches on Tuesday.
Okay.
Actually on Monday, but then the dentist wasn't there, so I did it on Tuesday, and they were like, "Oh, do you smoke?" And no,
What?
but because it's so swollen.
Oh, okay.
But I have a feeling because the inflammation medicine like was acting on my throat
Mm.
instead of my gums.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's still inflamed. But otherwise, I'm also still a little bit stressed because I started school. Like not yet. It started on Monday, but we had our orientation, which was just like admin matters on Monday, and
How's
this
the bank?
morning. Oh my god!
Is it settled?
You know what? It's settled, but
Okay.
I have to settle it with him. And it's already been paid, but then
Okay.
like there's so many emails coming from school about admin stuff, and I'm like, what's going on? But
Okay.
then I settled it, and then oh my god, I promptly at
Promptly
6
forgot.
a.m. Like around 6 a.m. I woke up and I went to the kitchen.
Woke up or
and
you went back to sleep?
Oh well, I fell asleep around 2. I woke up at 5 and I went up and ate because I was hungry. And then I went and like set up my accounts.
Yes.
Oh, I promptly forgot my password, and this one is. I need to contact the IT at Australia, so I raised the ticket, and an hour later. An hour later, there was no response yet. So I called the guy, and he was like, "Oh,
Hello?
what a coincidence!
Good day.
Like, what a
Good day,
coincidence!
mate.
Like, I actually just pulled out your case. I was like, oh, okay. And then we talked for like 12 minutes, like it was talking blah blah blah, and there were like so many buttons to do and verification. I'm like, but then I verified it, and then I enrolled myself in the classes. Oh my god!
What?
It's not reflected in the like app
Oh, so that's
until
a glitch.
now.
or-
So then I emailed someone, or I called for like 30 minutes. I kept trying to call someone. and nobody was picking up
Oh.
around 3 p.m.
Oh.
And at 4 p.m. I decided to email, and there's no response.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if
So what's the urgency actually? When are you going to go for classes?
my class is on Monday,
Oh.
and I hope they said
Can you get crashed?
They said you should read your material before school, which I plan to do, but I don't have the materials.
Oh.
She doesn't have the materials.
So
I'm a material girl.
for 2 weeks I've just been in that. Well, that's just life. But whatever. We get over
It's
it.
a recovery period, I guess. It's just to get some energy before you ramp it up.
Ramp it up.
Yeah. For myself, it's been rather uneventful.
Oh. Are you sure?
What's going on?
Yesterday. Oh, I'm not. I don't think Eunice is going to be happy saying that.
No, is it okay? So first of all, on I think on Monday and Tuesday, I managed to get a break because usually Monday and Tuesdays are my Saturday and Sunday. They're my weekdays because I'm busy on weekends. So those are my weekends. So that's great. A few of my appointments kind of cancelled, and I had some time to myself. And then on Wednesday, I kind of went to Groundbreakers again. So the Ground Up Leaders program by Bagus Together, bringing all ground ups to success together by the National Volunteer and Philanthropy Council. Yeah, so that one was about marketing and storytelling, and essentially I got a good affirmation that we seem to be on the right track, and the way that we communicate what we're doing, it can be quite clear. And then the day after that, it was Thursday. Yeah, the day after Wednesday is Thursday. And so that day I volunteered to be a performer for Eunice Sim's masters in ecological, I'm going to call it ecological arts. I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
I'm just gonna say ecological terrorism.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a master's in master of the arts in ecological arts. Oh wow, okay. So her piece was exploring garments and how they can mediate the experience of somebody in a space, particularly in nature spaces. And essentially she used her fashion design skills and the sustainability nature aspect to kind of, in my interpretation, it's an exploration of people's relationship to nature. And so with that, I get to embody that by opening the grad show of 3 different people in the ceremony. Essentially, I put on the costume and walked around the exhibition space. It's very performance art. Essentially, I look like a tree. I look like a tree.
I was like, it's Ken the tree. Then after that, oh, what's happening? Then he went to put on the costume. Then I realized that it was a performance. It's like, oh, okay.
Wait, you didn't realize it was a performance?
I know. I mean, I was like, I thought you will be dressed up as a tree and you'll be just standing there.
Yeah, so no, I transformed into, I went on my like normal human clothes, and then I undressed.
Oh!
No. No, somebody was talking. Somebody told me about somebody undressing for performance art. I was like, and they like, luckily he didn't undress.
Too much.
Yeah. So essentially,
That's a thing.
yeah. So I the main thing was I took off my Apple Watch, and then I put on the clothes, and then
That's part of the performance.
Yeah.
and because I kind of randomly decided, because this Apple Watch is kind of like,
And-
it's like so symbolic of like
and it's like
technology and
everyone was
society.
so silently-
Society.
Everyone was so silently watching him. I was like, oh wow, I'm gagged.
Yeah, because it was so terrifying. I'm like, everybody's looking at me. It's like social anxiety, nightmare mode. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna focus on myself and my intentionality and the very fact that climate change is ruining our planet and nature is going away. So that's probably why I look like angry and depressed and just melancholic. I was trying to be being what is that, contemplative, as I explore all the 3 different art pieces, 3 different exhibitions, all 3 different
Corey.
installations.
I hope you can get to watch the video. You will laugh until you. So I was trying to control not to laugh so bad because I really couldn't bring myself to look at him, because if I look at him for more than 2 seconds, I'll start bursting out in laughter.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be serious, but since Puck is my partner, like, he couldn't take it seriously. But yeah, so...
But it was good.
I would excuse myself to cry.
It was good. It was really good. It was really good. That's why I had to not look at him, because I didn't want to spoil it.
Yeah, so it was serious, and everybody was looking at me like, okay.
Yeah. And at the end of it, like, everyone was so impressed, and people started congratulating him, although it's not his graduation.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you congratulating me? I'm like, I transferred the congratulations to you, it is. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and yes, I'm quite inspired to see how we can bring more artistic formats.
Corey looks like Mona Lisa today.
Into NEVOX. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mona Lisa with that 5 head.
She looks so stoned. She looks so stoned today. I cannot stand it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's how our week was.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the...
How much time do you spend this time?
Oh, we're fast this week.
Yeah.
How come my... Oh!
Who's that? A chime?
Here we go. So today's topic is... we live in a society? Question mark. So a big part of the NEVOX meaning practice and all our different workshops revolve around the fact that we live in a society.
Do we?
So, in my humble opinion, a lot of reflective meaning practice, a lot of reflective interventions are quite individualized, which, that really speaks to how we see ourselves as members of society, as distinct individuals. But the NEVOX worldview sees ourselves as like different nodes in society, hence living in a society.
Does it have to do anything with the term that you always love to use, like the neoliberalism thingy? Does that have an impact on the sense of individuality?
Yeah, so like it's something to do with like a feeling of like alienation, or the technical term of alienation. It's just the individual is atomized, so you're seen as like distinct individuals. Everything is like up to choice, and yes, I personally and choice, and like you didn't make this decision, that this is your fault, and it's a lot of blame assignment and all of that. But the truth is people, we live in a society. People. We live in no man is an island. So like I think just to kind of bring it into a more personal example, I guess it's hard to deny that in my own story, in my previous company, that a lot of the things that I did led to, and the way that I reacted, and the choices that I made led to the conflicts that happened.
Conflicts.
I
love to eat that.
Yeah, exactly. So Kellogg.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah. Like for example, I would say I'm quite self-assured, and I knew my worth.
I almost heard selfish. Self-assured. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very self-assured, but at the same time, if you have
I'm very self-assured.
yeah, I'm selfish, sure. Yeah, so I'm quite self-assured, and then on top of that, like if you put a very self-assured person in a room, full of people who might not necessarily be comfortable, who are feeling a certain level of anxiety. I'm feeling a certain level of anxiety when it comes to the things that they're responsible for. And this self-assured person is there. You need to give them feedback, but you don't know what feedback to give them on. So that you have to, in a sense...
Do they feel threatened, do you think?
Yeah, there's a big part of it is feeling threatened. But the way that I chose to manage it was to poke. to poke and to annoy them.
I want to bring up a word called competition. I think this is something that always pops up. Because when you talk about the individualized society, everyone seems to be very obsessed with winning in a race.
Yeah, so I didn't really... I'm self-assured, but I don't see it as a competition because who's better than me? No, I'm kidding. But am I? Yeah. So a big part of it is like it seemed like a competition because if the person managing you doesn't exactly know the work that you're doing, and then there's something that went wrong, but they can't point to it, but you're not also budging or you're not paying respect as you're supposed to, then the individual choices that you make does have an effect on the other people in the room, like the conditions in which the person who set up and made the decision for the company created a system in which all these different individuals make choices, but these choices are bounded. Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing the Zoom put out a hand thing. So I think in that exact context, from what I knew on the story, those people were actually expecting that Mr. Hangry will give in to the power dynamics, and they were trying to kind of like make him cave in. But when it didn't happen, they ended up being the ones glitching out. And it was one of the first moments that I realized that, oh wow, actually if you do not behave in a way that people expects, and you do not run according to the script, right, people will start glitching out.
Yeah, so I mean
that's part of being in society. You have to get along with people in a way.
Yeah, so like for example, I made the choice to follow their script for like the 3-4 years I was there, but then I decided to not make the choice of not complying with them, or like complying with the script or the narrative that they wanted to put on me, and then that kind of course that caused a glitch. And there is an element of individual choice, but there's also an element of the expectations that you have of the different people within your group and within society itself, and all those little interactions play a part in how like society I feel like I'm explaining sociology without a sociology degree, but so yeah, a big part of the way that we experience work, a big part of the way that we experience the conditions of labor are informed not just by our own individual choices of upskilling, or let's say deciding to take certain scopes on, or deciding to like sleep or rest at certain points. Those yes, you can make individual choices, but also your choices are bounded.
There's a guy sleeping in the back.
I agree.
yeah. So those choices are bounded by the very fact that we live in a society, and so a big part of meaning practice, a big part of what NEVOX aims to do is to relate the individual back to society and the conditions in which you live, and the different interactions that you have, because in part I personally believe that we all have a responsibility to each other, and part of that responsibility is annoying each other.
I want to talk about this point because then I think in essence most people would feel like they are unique, and then in the end when you get placed into an ecosystem of a lot of people, right, like what Corey was saying, how we have to fit in and actually get along with people. I want to hear from the two of you, how do you view yourself? Are you a conformist or non-conformist? So I will answer after you guys answer.
So the very
like the norms. Do you find that you would behave according to social norms, or you are someone who says no?
I think from my very existence, from my childhood, I've never fit in the social norms. Because firstly, as a child, like I was raised to be a girl, so I have to be like ladylike. But I was more, I guess, tomboyish or like not demure. I was like more like a savage child, like a devil kid.
And then like other than that, you're kind of raised as a woman to, as a girl, as a woman to keep quiet. And then like in classes, I would be the one like making people laugh and like making comments. And then the very premise of like how society views like, yeah, it's like if you're gonna talk about society and societal norms, like the body shape and like, oh, you know, body shaming and stuff like that, like oh, I wasn't skinny, I've never been skinny. Maybe I was when I was like very young, but maybe that's because I was kind of poor. But when we could actually eat, I started to gain weight.
She ate.
And I
She ate
always looked fat to people's like perspective. So like, even
I think you
if
just
I
have a
was-
giant forehead.
But it's like people would always like, yeah, all these type of social norms, like how my existence of being my own, like standing my ground, like not wanting to change of how I am, is already non-conformist in a way that it, like with what examples that I've stated until now. Even until now, it's still a thing, like what I've talked about, even if it's not so what's it called, obvious or like in your face. It's always something that's expected and rooted in everybody's brain. Hey, stop pushing me!
I'm pushing up.
But
pushing up the
actually,
chair.
I must say, for someone of your age, you have kind of like gained quite a huge spectrum of experience, and you do sound confident even when you're talking to people my age and like the people who is in my network. Yeah, and I think that's something that I feel like it is something I start to enjoy looking at when we are having our sessions. Yeah, it is a kind of confidence that I do not know, but when in my social circle, like back then when we were at that age, we will tend to have a sense of fear, and also like like when you are talking to people who are older. But I don't kind of see that in both of you, and I think that's something very rare.
I don't know if it was like because
Should we
back
blame
then-
the respondent?
Oops!
But also because like I think I grew up without much children around me, like as the same.
So both of you like
because
generally
you know what I
mix around.
mean? Because like
What does that mean?
we don't have cousins here. We don't have like people our age to play with other than our schoolmates.
Yeah, but a lot of the
Like
time we
when
spend in
when
school.
we're at home, like when we had parties, like you know we had to talk to like the adults.
Do you play with
Mostly
neighbors?
adults.
Yeah.
We used to, but not
Okay.
like for a few years only.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, it's like when I was in secondary school, I spent a lot of time in school. I mean, I guess my whole life. But in secondary school, I talked to like everyone, the teachers, the principal, the like you know like everybody, like the staff and the students.
I think a big part was that with being like immigrants, we don't have the experience of our parents to borrow from to navigate like Singapore society, so we had to construct a model of our own as we are growing up, and nobody's like.
FYI, although I am a second generation or third generation, I also don't have much to borrow from.
Yeah, it's the Singapore model was being constructed right in front of your very eyes, and for us, it's the same exact experience. I would say that it's the same exact experience of just figuring things out, and that gives you a sense of maturity, but also it makes you very precocious. So there's that kind of like tension, but you grow to understand the and on top of that, we neurodivergent, so we grow to understand the scripts of society and how it is to. I would argue that I went for a more conformist approach to dealing with growing up as compared to Corey, which has led to my over-functioning tendencies. It's people, the opposite of people, the resistor has to be counteracted with the people pleaser, and here we are in this ultimate dichotomy. It's a bit what is that like? It's a bit mythological.
But
What's that, like the enemies be like
Apollo and Artemis or
I
something.
start to see you guys merging or converging in some ways. Like, yeah, and it's a interesting dynamics I'm kind of like witnessing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just like society has a lot of rules. I like to follow them just to see what nonsense actually happens. That's more like, it's more like debugging. You know, like, okay, there's an error. There's an error in the system, error in the computer. So you just repeat it lah. You just, like, for example, in my previous company, it's like, okay, like, it seems like they're behaving very strangely, but I don't know whether this is like is this something that I'm supposed to expect? So I repeat the behavior. And produce the same exact context. I'm like, oh, okay, like, this is actually a feature. So I don't think I want to be here. So a big part of society are these different rules. And I think there are many different valid ways of navigating these rules and understanding your relationships to them. And that's something that I want people to understand. It's not just about choices. It's also about agency. I personally, I might be.
What's the difference between agency and choice?
This is my current understanding, but
Okay.
Choices are like, well, choices, and I feel like, but agency. I feel like agency is constrained choice. So to me, I think what we want to kind of impart in people, at least for myself, is a much stronger understanding that you can make choices. You can make informed choices within a set of constraints, and understanding what those choices are, understanding what your agency is, in part comes from the collective meaning making, understanding what other people's perspectives are on this issue, understanding how other people see it, understanding how people interpret it, and how yourself and your experiences interact with how other people see it.
Okay.
Well, what are you doing?
No, I'm trying.
Zone
Huh?
out.
What? Who? Me? No.
You're the facilitator.
I'm waiting for my turn to speak. Am I allowed to speak now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually wrote a post. So this is has become my habit. I use my LinkedIn diary to also converge with then the discussions that I have to do. So it's two birds with one stone. So I kind of like wrote. I'm combining the
I need
story
to
with my
pee.
preparation for the discussion topic. So yes, I found a definition which was like a society is really a group of individuals engaging in persistent social interaction. And I think how I then associate it is that the entire big society that we have out there is like the fabric itself is made out of very smaller units like the family, like the workplaces and all the neighborhoods. And I think sometimes we might have been taught to really just be self-reliant. It's not a bad thing, but then we kind of like are obsessed with just the family unit, and then at the end of the day, it also results in people feeling deeply lonely when it comes to navigating certain challenges. I would say for me growing up, because then I think my extended family, we had quite a lot of happenings, so I chose the path of trying to stay as distant as possible just to keep ourselves safe. Because I think what I needed to do back then was to ensure that I can keep the family afloat. So that resulted in me being quite. I would say it may even come across as selfish to people, but then I would just want to take care of my own matters.
Boundaries.
Yeah, this is boundaries. You're right, and of course, then having said that, it means that I actually really just a lot of time I think that I am the one to solve my own problems, and that's it can be quite lonely, and especially when then I had self-esteem issues to navigate from my 20s. Or actually it started all the way from teenagers, and so I realized I always just thought to myself, that when I run into any problems in life, is on me alone to solve it. And I felt that I shouldn't trouble anyone else, even if they are close friends. And the funny thing is, then they are the ones who kind of like render help when I reached that breaking point. So yeah, in context is I had my first burnout. I was forcing myself to still stay in a job that I hated, and I had a friend who dragged another friend. Because my habit is, once I get into a state of I just shut down. I refuse to engage with anyone. I don't even talk. And yeah, I felt that is, to me, is really important, and I'm very grateful for all the friends that turned up.
He's crying and I'm falling asleep.
And I'm just here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I knew he was gonna cry.
yeah. I mean, for me, society is very important. Considering that, although I always felt that I am a misfit, but yeah, people are there to actually support me, and I'm very grateful for that. Yeah.
I think
That's interesting.
I think society is just, I guess, just everyone that's around.
Yeah.
You know?
Around. Oh my god, this now become a
Next week's episode.
Yeah, but it's like you have to build your own community, because in order to have like a support system, I guess they're the
Community is
support system.
support system,
They are
yeah.
the support system. So the community, like, in order to have a community, you have to kind of, what's that called, like
Communitize.
be like,
Annoyed.
the price of community is
Inconvenience.
inconvenience. So like, even though we live our own lives, we still live in a society, and like we are forced to well, we kind of are, like, we're born in a world where we have to navigate life with people,
Yes.
but be it like our like who we live with, our family, whatever, and all that. Yeah, so it's up to us to. Oh, now it's up to you.
For both of us.
Yeah, it's up to you to how you want to navigate it, and to make that society, like, a part of that society as your community. And like, there are billions of people out there. There will always be a community.
There could be 100 people in a room.
What? I sure hope not.
There's 100 people in this room right now.
Oh.
Counting the fishes, counting the
The
tenants,
shrimp.
Counting the ghosts.
No, yesterday a cockroach just flew,
Oh my
walked in, and then I think it
Yeah.
caused a huge commotion.
That was crazy.
I think it was probably dead from all the cockroach.
Screaming?
No, the cockroach. There's some cockroach bait stuff.
Oh.
But yeah, like, is the cockroach part of society?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, okay, like
they have been around for longer than any of the species.
I actually detest the concept of a cockroach being near me, or especially on me, or like
Oh,
the
you-
sound of the flying. No. But I love cockroach.
What?
No,
love
you
cockroach.
don't get it. Like, cockroach is like the decomposer of the
Yeah,
world.
no, as in-
Like, they're so
yeah, I mean-
useful.
I mean-
that's society. Even the most detested person is
It's part of society.
it's
Yeah.
valid. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, a core part of that is really understanding the roles and the trade-offs that you have. Like, when you take on a role in society, what trade-offs do you have? And understanding that sometimes there might be a little bit of resentment, but that's part and parcel of being with Heng Boon.
What?
Oh.
No.
Oh, I know. I'm always detested everywhere I go. I go to lunch and then people will be like making fun of me. I go back here when I do something wrong. I'm so scolded, but it's fine. I'm
Is
already
it a society problem or a you problem?
Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm the problem. I shall leave this place.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of being in
I'm crying and laughing.
A big part of being in society really is all those different connections, and connections create friction, and it's really up to us to understand how to. I think a big part of our childhoods is really not really understanding how to resolve conflict, especially when the model of conflict resolution is teacher asks both of you to come together and apologize and shake hands. That doesn't to be fair to educators, especially in Singapore, they don't exactly have the time, but also on top of that, they're not exactly equipped to have the time to handle conflict resolution in a healthy manner where both sides understand each other and why one side or the other side or both sides did wrong, and helping them understand each other's point of view. I think the whole entire handshake thing creates that. That's, to me, that's the root source of professionalism. That's the root source of this.
Ouch! Trigger. Oh.
Yeah, it's the root source of you need to appear professional. Is that you need to appear like a good student. You just display compliant behaviors.
I want to say something that you'll be proud of me about.
What?
So then, after last week's conversation, then there was a Teams message. Then the same thing happened. I was asked to be professional, and you know what I replied?
What?
I said I would rather you keep your interpretation of professionalism to yourself. Oh.
Yeah. So like asking somebody to be professional is not the same as asking them to self-regulate. Those are two extremely different things. Like a deep ask is that I would like when people ask other people to be professional, in my unprofessional opinion, what you're asking is, I would like you to handle your emotions by yourself because I cannot handle the gravity and the scale of your emotions. But at the same time, as we said, we live in a society, we need to work together, and your actions produce emotions in other people, and a part of working with other people, a part of building a society together, is understanding why the friction arises, how the friction arose, and how productively you can come together and resolve it, or whatever that may mean.
They have to be more aware that sometimes their words, their actions, their tone of voice can have impact on another person, and then it's like it doesn't mean that then it's going to be okay all the time, because the other party may have a moment that then they have a lower tolerance to then this kind of stuff. And I think in that whole entire situation, I already made it very clear that I am currently being overwhelmed, and I would like to stop that conversation. And of course then I would say in the end both of us handled it very professional. Oh no, I don't use professionally, but we made up, and everything is fine right now. Yeah, we made out. Oh no!
Oh my god, somebody call HR. Yes, I think also, yeah, I mean, a big part of it really is an understanding of your own emotions, and then an understanding of the other person's emotions, an understanding of what you're responsible for in yourself, what you're responsible for in themselves, and the overall, like, your responsibility to the society and the system at large. And yes, like, I think it would be much more convenient if we threw out emotions, but emotions are
part of us.
Our bodies telling us what the hell we feel.
Yes.
And
my body, my choice.
Yeah, your body, your choice, but at the same time, like,
it's not, you will become somatic stress.
Yeah.
And everyone will start to feel, oh,
your body remembers.
The body keeps score.
Yeah.
And then on top of, when all of a sudden you realize you're a stiff person, then that you know, it's really the conditioning.
No offense to all the stiffs out there.
Yeah, I mean, the stiffies. Oh, yeah, give me a stiff one. Okay. Anyways, besides the point, yeah, a big part really is, I feel that I feel that a big part of putting people in the workshops in these communal idea story exchange settings is really understanding that other people have different sides of the story, different perspectives of the story, or different perspectives on the question, and realizing that they also have equally, or they might have intense emotions and feelings about it, and also be able to understand that yes, I can help. I
have a question.
I can navigate that. I can navigate parts of that with you, where also at the same time, it's not. I actually would like to. A big part is that it's not my job to make somebody necessarily feel comfortable all the time.
Oh, question.
Well, is that part of navigating society?
There's some parts where you have to co-regulate. You know, like okay,
Is that why people are commenting that a good session is one that I will cry?
I guess so. Like
Move to tears.
move to tears. Why?
I feel like I'm being harvested for my tears.
We need to put it in a test tube.
A tear counter.
Okay, every time you cry, you must collect it. And I'm gonna check for the proteins and everything. See whether we can put that in the magic potion.
What?
Huh? Yeah. So I think like, because like there are, you know, like how even if you're conformist or non-conformist, you're still in the society and you still have to navigate life.
Correct.
And like there are many things that we don't agree with, especially like if it's work. Like we just kind of have to do our job.
Yes.
That's what.
A middle grounds, common grounds.
Like we have certain tasks that we do. Like maybe I'm not. Oh. What was that?
I didn't realize it was that loud.
Oh my god. Yeah, but another one. What's going on? Yeah, but I feel like a big part of like navigating today's society is just like like feeling like that, because we don't know how to like be ourselves.
A lot of people don't like being convenienced by other people.
What does that mean? Convenience.
Inconvenience.
Oh. Yeah.
It's just like
Because everyone just wants fast, productive, no nonsense. But then the irony is then why are there so many inefficient meetings?
that's because
That's the system.
no, a good part of efficiency.
Is looking like you are.
No, a good part of efficiency is not saving face. It's not like
Yes,
it's
you
not. It's,
nailed it. Yes.
Yeah, it's not. It's not real. If you want to be relationally efficient, you have to be laboriously, like your work will be inefficient because you're putting your energy into smoothing things out. Like there is a point in getting everybody on the same page. There's a point in not sounding like an asshole, but there's also a point in doing the work. And a lot of people perceive that doing the work is making sure that everybody is on the same page and trying to achieve that all the time. And that's not going to get you anywhere because everybody will be on a different page, or they might be on the same page but looking at different parts of it.
I want to ask something. So actually for me, we are doing something. My function is like quality assurance. We cannot expect that everyone has exactly the same interpretation. And I think what I love this team that I'm currently in is that then we have a high level of alignment, and then meaning that then on most important stuff we generally have similar insights, but then when it comes to nitty-gritty stuff we may have differences, and I think we are totally fine with it. And I think that is kind of like something that I'm very proud to be part of. And I feel that so along the lines that what you were talking about, right? Sometimes people are way too scared to have tough, rough conversations because they want to save face, and then in the end itself, you do not get ideas through. And then after that, when then something that comes along and then it kind of bites you, then you start to flip. So yeah, Singapore has a term called prata. So it's like
I
that.
didn't even know this.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of working with people is that there will be necessarily some conflict because, sadly, the human race is not capable. Human species is not capable of reading each other's minds, so therefore, communication will be imperfect. So therefore, there has to be a sense of not a sense, but rather there will be conflict.
Yes.
Whether you decide the conflict is now and I can control it, and you and I can hash this out, where I give you we give each other the chance to speak and see where we land together. Not necessarily a compromise, but just where we land together and what common understanding that we have, as compared to pushing through the work But then you push through the work, but that conflict still is somewhere because both of you still are not on the same page.
Yeah. And the resentment just slowly builds
Yeah,
up.
so then what? Then you at the end of the day you're procrastinating on a critical part of work. A critical part of work is cooperation, and a critical part of cooperation is understanding.
Yes. I will touch on one thing.
Yeah.
So I realized that because everyone is so hard at work to avoid conflicts, they
Why are they hard?
shut up.
Oh
I had
God.
I had the joke before, but it's NSFW, so I'm not gonna share it here. But anyway, yes. So people are trying so hard to stay away from from any hints of a conversation sounding like then they are being difficult. That then in the end, everyone's egos are so fragile. Once you say anything that sounds like suggests like they are not doing things right, they get so defensive, and then they start to like go on a tangent, and then things just fall apart very quickly. And or if not, then they just all just pretend everything's going well. But then when it comes to the moment when they have to take the responsibility, then everyone starts to run away, or they just start to point fingers and shift blame to each other.
I think that's a very human part of us. I think.
Yes, that it
Because,
is.
like, everyone has had that moments before,
Mm.
whether it's at work or wherever.
Yeah.
It's like, I think, very difficult to like navigate all that because you also have like different, like, you know, upbringings, perspectives, and everything because of, you know, societal norms.
Yes, it's
societal,
difficult.
Like what do you call this? Like how society
Conditions you,
Yeah.
primes you,
Yes.
gives you
I
what's
agree
correct.
it's difficult, but it doesn't mean that you just continuously just avoid doing this.
But I think it's like also because people may not be as receptive.
Yeah.
Also, on top of that, they might actually just be expecting it.
Expecting what?
They're expecting the conflict to inflate like that. They don't. And
So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, deep down inside, actually, they don't mind. In fact, they want it.
Oh,
Oh.
they want the baby.
They wanted
This
the
is
drama.
going back to choice again.
Drama.
But then, I mean, you've been conditioned. Okay, this is inevitably gonna happen, so it's fine. You're gonna have a giant fight where somebody's gonna end up getting fired, so that's part of it. So instead of actually critically examining whether you should be strangling each other in the boardroom,
Loki, I need to see that.
We always do that in our meetings.
yeah, critically examining whether you need to strangle each other in the boardroom or we should take baby steps along the process to figure out where each one of us lands.
What if our baby steps are continuously strangling each other?
Well,
That's fine, but
as
it's
long as you don't kill each other. it's fine.
yeah, but a lot of the times people just people don't come together.
Oh.
People don't,
I just realized how wrong that sounds.
yeah, people don't. God, I can't say it. People don't just
Get together.
they just meet anywhere. They don't. There's no
meat.
there's no acceptance that a big part of it is okay. There's always people always think there's a right answer and always a wrong answer. It's very black and white.
The dichotomy.
It's very examination coded.
Yeah.
So now then you're thinking to yourself, as you've been conditioned and rewarded to understand that there's always one right thing. So then now you're navigating a society where it's complicated. There's so many different factors, so many different
I
opinions, so
think
many
that one can
different people.
open up by a topic by itself. The dichotomy,
Yeah, so like
black or white thinking. That's yeah.
yeah, so like dichotomous. I wouldn't say black or white thinking, but dichotomous thinking, or there should be a better word for it. But yeah, so now it's but in any case, I think it's a rich discussion. It's 8:55 p.m.
Okay.
here.
Yes, and we're
So
waiting
I
for our
think-
food. I think my
Let's do
food
a-
is coming.
Let's do
A closing.
A closing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What should our topic, like ending question, be?
I-
Ending.
I guess what's one thing you have taken away from
Tapao.
your tapao for the
My
conversation.
tapao, I start. So
Yeah.
I
Rice.
think yeah, we probably the three of us have countless conversations about such things offline before, but I would like to always iterate the point that then a lot of times people would think that then we are unique as a generation, but I feel that then having worked closely with the Gen Zs, I realized that that was a kind of like a foolish stereotype of my own back then before I got to know these two. So yes, I think it's something. All this stuff, all the interpretations is not unique to a generation, and we are kind of like navigating the same world together.
Yeah.
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 Are you jerking it?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. I think on from my end, I think I had a much more like secure understanding of that different people have different strategies when it comes to approaching the rules in society, and at the same time, we're all in part trying to resist it.
But why must we resist it? Because
We're closing things off. That's why I need to resist your question.
Oh, yeah. I think that it has come to my attention that I'm just talking nonsense.
Lina is coming.
But yeah, I'm literally so hungry that nothing's going to my brain. But oh, I forgot my words. But it's basically something about. Let me just pretend I said something intellectual about participating in
Yeah.
society and having choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head, but I got distracted.
What about participation in society?
Yeah, so I think that we all participate in society. I think we're all
Yeah,
in society.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you have
answer.
now if you have re-entered society, how have you seen things differently?
Corey's always been society. What kind of question is
No,
that?
there was a period of time because just now both of us were saying, the two of us have been. We had a
Tried to
phase
do an
whereby
isolation.
we isolated
But then
ourselves.
who's feeding you?
Huh?
Where are you getting your food?
Oh.
Did you grow it yourself?
Ah, okay.
Then you're
sure.
still in the
I
network of
was-
society.
I've always been a societal norm.
A societal
Oh.
vegetable.
I've been a society.
Mm.
Yeah, so no matter what you think, you will always be
A
A part of society.
our people, our country.
This is our family.
Yeah, so let's make good choices and make a community out of the society that we live in.
Active citizenry.
And that has been NEVOX FM. We live in a society. Thank you very much for listening in.
Wait, that.
What was that? Yeah.
I did a thumbs down.
Thank you for listening in. And
Thank you. Happy weekend.
And you can go to nevox.sg, nevox.sg, to find the links to all our different programs, to our different social media, and just to follow us up.
I'm getting nervous.
And you can drop us messages too on our Telegram chat, and find out more. And on top of that, we do have events in August. Stay tuned, as next week we will be talking about where Nevox is going. Thank you very much.
Nevox around. Bye.
Around.
Hey, we're gonna watch Minions this weekend.